Upon the sails of their dragon ships, the North settlers brought with them the Triskelion symbol, which is to this day embroidered on the island's flags as the three legs of man, that denotes a turning sun, as apt a metaphor as any watchmaker could wish for. It is a symbol which is engraved on each of Roger's watches. Perhaps it was the sum of all its parts and paradoxes that made the Isle of Man the perfect home. Or perhaps George Daniels, master watchmaker and keeper of time, was simply seduced by the islanders' most loved phrase, Tre Vilur, meaning time enough.
1999, George started the Millennium Project and asked Roger to come to the island and assist.
I think we were in France at the time, and he rang up and said George had been on the phone, George Daniels, offered him a job. And he said, I've accepted. I said, it's great. Well, he really was. Because I didn't think that would ever happen.
Obviously, due to his age, he needed the help, but also he wanted to pass on the experiences, and the skills which, he'd developed over the years.
So there was no question of whether or not I liked it. I had no alternative but to do it if I was going to achieve. And, of course, persuade all the other young watchmakers to follow me and not try and pass me, because I wouldn't like that.
George had invented this escapement which Amiga had taken on board, and he wanted to create a series of watches around this, this new invention of his. And so I came over to the Isle of Man and started work on assisting George.
There we are. Come back for the escapement. It says by Omega. Well, they would say that, wouldn't they? He learned quickly to be skilled, and so it saved a lot of time. He was also a bit stubborn now and again, but a rap over the knuckles, cure that sort of thing.
He saw in Roger obsession, gambler, and rebel. And that is what he saw in himself as well. So seeing that in Roger was very, very, very comforting for George, knowing there was another generation after him. It's like that scene in Star Wars, where Yoda says, no, it's all right, there will be another, when Luke Skywalker goes off. George looked at Roger and said, my God, there's another generation. Isn't that wonderful?
Obviously, there was a huge age gap. He was 72 and I was 28 when I arrived here, so our lives were very, very different. There's also banter. He always used to refer to me when things weren't going well as Smith of Bolton. And obviously he referred to himself as Daniels of London, and that sort of says it all really, doesn't it?